The incident in question appears to stem from a dramatic on-air appearance by Rachel Shenton, the acclaimed actress, screenwriter, and advocate for the deaf community known for her Oscar-winning short film The Silent Child and roles in shows like Hollyoaks. What began as a promotional segment on the long-running British daytime talk show Loose Women, where she was invited to discuss her ongoing charity efforts, sign language advocacy, and perhaps a new project, escalated unexpectedly into a tense confrontation with veteran panelist Denise Welch. Denise, a familiar face on the program with her outspoken personality shaped by years in acting, Coronation Street, and personal battles with mental health and addiction recovery, reportedly challenged Rachel's views or approach in a manner that many viewers later described as confrontational or dismissive. The exchange reportedly involved interruptions, raised voices, and pointed remarks that shifted from civil debate to visible discomfort, leaving the studio audience and home viewers stunned. Social media clips and reaction videos spread rapidly, with titles sensationalizing the moment as Rachel being kicked off or storming off the set, though official accounts from ITV or the show itself have remained muted or focused on the lively nature of discussions. This clash highlighted broader tensions in live television where passionate guests and hosts can collide over topics like representation, personal philosophies, or even subtle ideological differences, turning what should have been an uplifting interview into one of the most talked-about moments in Loose Women's recent history. As the segment unfolded, Rachel entered the iconic purple couch area with her characteristic poise and warmth, ready to share inspiring stories about empowering deaf children through accessible education and her work promoting British Sign Language, BSL, in mainstream media. The conversation initially flowed smoothly, with other panelists like Nadia Sawalha or Jane Moore offering supportive nods and questions about her journey from acting to activism. However, Denise Welch, seated prominently and known for her direct style, steered the discussion toward more probing territory, perhaps questioning the practicality of certain advocacy approaches, the funding of charities, or even injecting a personal anecdote that felt misaligned with Rachel's message. Viewers noted that Denise's tone grew increasingly sharp, with phrases that came across as belittling or skeptical, prompting Rachel to defend her positions firmly but respectfully at first. The back and forth intensified when Rachel highlighted systemic barriers faced by the deaf community, and Denise countered with her own experiences in entertainment or recovery, leading to overlapping speech and frustrated gestures. What many perceived as an ambush-style line of questioning left Rachel visibly composed yet increasingly exasperated, her responses growing more assertive as she emphasized the importance of listening to marginalized voices rather than debating their validity. This pivotal moment, captured in viral snippets, showcased the raw unpredictability of live TV, where prepared talking points can dissolve into unscripted emotion, fueling endless online speculation about what truly triggered the escalation. The fiery peak arrived when Rachel, refusing to back down, reportedly delivered a pointed retort that cut through the noisy something along the lines of calling for journalism rooted in empathy rather than confrontation, or accusing the line of inquiry of missing the human element in advocacy work. Denise, never one to shy away from a rebuttal, pushed back with equal intensity, her body language tense and her voice rising in what appeared to be genuine frustration or defensiveness. The studio atmosphere thickened palpably. Co-panelists attempted light interjections to diffuse, but the momentum had shifted irretrievably toward conflict. Audience reactions ranged from awkward silence to murmurs, while the cameras caught every micro-expression of the furrowed brows, the clenched hands, the moments of stunned eye contact. In the heat of it all, producers reportedly signaled for a break or transition, but the damage to the segment's tone was done. Rachel maintained her dignity throughout, refusing to descend into personal insults, yet the exchange left an indelible mark as one where mutual respect seemed to fray under the pressure of live broadcasting. Social media erupted immediately afterward, with hashtags trending as supporters rallied behind Rachel's composure and others praised Denise's no-nonsense approach, illustrating the polarized nature of public discourse in today's media landscape. Following the heated exchange, reports and clickbait headlines proliferated across YouTube, TikTok, and tabloid sites claiming Rachel was dramatically kicked off the show, a phrasing that implied she was forcibly removed or banned from future appearances. In reality, the segment likely concluded with a hurried ad break or pivot to another topic, as is common when live TV moments veer off course. Rachel may have exited the set promptly after the cameras cut, perhaps to compose herself backstage, while the panel regrouped to address the awkwardness or move on swiftly. No official statement from ITV confirmed any expulsion or permanent fallout. Instead, the narrative was amplified by reaction channels and gossip aggregators eager for drama, many recycling similar templates seen in past celebrity clashes on UK daytime shows. Fans of Rachel flooded comment sections with messages of solidarity, praising her for standing up against perceived bullying tactics, while Denise's loyal followers defended her right to challenge guests robustly. The incident reignited debates about the responsibilities of hosts on panel formats. Should they provoke for entertainment value, or prioritize guest comfort? It also underscored Rachel's resilience, as she continued her advocacy work undeterred in the days that followed, perhaps even addressing the moment indirectly through social media posts emphasizing kindness and understanding. In the aftermath, the clip's virality turned the incident into a broader cultural talking point, with armchair analysts dissecting every second of footage for signs of who was right or wrong. Some criticized loose women for allowing tensions to boil over without stronger moderation, arguing that daytime television should foster positive conversations rather than spectacle. Others viewed it as authentic television, a real people with real opinions clashing in real time, unfiltered by heavy editing. Rachel's supporters highlighted how the exchange inadvertently spotlighted the challenges advocates face when discussing disability rights or inclusion, often met with skepticism or redirection from those outside the community. Denise, meanwhile, faced backlash from some quarters for appearing overly aggressive, though her defenders pointed to her history of candid commentary as a strength rather than a flaw. The event prompted think pieces in entertainment columns about the fine line between debate and disrespect, and whether shows like this thrive on conflict or suffer from it. Ultimately, no lasting ban seemed to materialize, as loose women has weathered similar storms before without permanently sidelining guests or panelists. The moment simply became another chapter in the show's legacy of memorable, occasionally chaotic live exchanges that keep audiences tuning in. Looking back on this explosive encounter, it serves as a reminder of the high-stakes environment of live television, where prepared smiles can give way to unguarded passion in seconds. Rachel Shenton emerged from the fray with her reputation intact, if not enhanced, among those who value principled stands and quiet strength under pressure. Her continued focus on deaf awareness, filmmaking, and positive change demonstrated that one tense interview could not derail a career built on authenticity and impact. Denise Welch, too, remained a fixture on the panel, her forthright style both celebrated and critiqued as part of what makes British daytime TV distinctive. The clash sparked fleeting outrage and discussion but ultimately faded into the cycle of newer headlines, leaving behind lessons on communication, empathy, and the power of words, whether spoken in agreement or dissent. For viewers, it was a stark illustration that even in the polished world of television, human emotions can override scripts, creating moments that are uncomfortable, unforgettable, and undeniably real. As both women moved forward in their respective paths, the incident stood as a snapshot of a particular culture, a moment where advocacy met entertainment head-on, with sparks flying in every direction.